Emirichus, I hate traveling. Honestly, I like traveling, but the entire like thing about traveling in itself can be so exhausting. Even more if like your plans don't go the way that it's supposed to, like things get canceled or you have delays or just in general, like stuff like that is so annoying. But yeah, we'll see what she has to say about it.
I've mentioned this before a long time ago, but I'm not really fond of traveling.
The middle seat is the worst. Let me turn this shit up. I can't hear anything.
International travel, which is a little ironic because since moving to Japan, I've been doing a lot of international traveling, whether it be for cons, to visit family, or to see friends. Usually the destination itself is a lot of fun, but what I hate is the process of air travel.
To that area.
I hate the miserable North American airport experience, the sitting in silence for 12 hours with a sore butt and a dry face, the jet lag, the mad dash to connecting flights, and my crippling fear of dying. And yes, I know the statistics. I know that flying is the safest form of travel and that it is currently the safest it has ever been. But my personal biggest fear is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So you could tell me that I have a 1 in 1 million chance of dying in a plane crash, and I'd still go, so you're saying there's a chance. And usually the response is something like, oh, but I bet you're not scared of driving, which is far more dangerous. I am, actually.
Damn.
I mean, I still did it. I didn't like it, though. The astigmatism definitely didn't help.
What is stigmatism? Is that the like lights thing that she has, like this stuff?
Anyways,
wait.
I didn't like it though. The
the stigmatism stuff? The lines from the lights. That's a thing. Is there like glasses or something that you could wear so that it doesn't glare that much in your eyeballs as much during the night?
Definitely didn't help. Anyways, my issue with travel is that when it goes good, it's great.
Yes,
and when it
goes bad, it goes horrible. I agree.
So I'd like to tell you all about my first trip to the UK that ended up being maybe a little bit traumatic. First, if you're anything like me and you're also not the biggest fan of traveling long distances, then you might be interested in today's sponsor, Boxu. Boxu is a Japanese snack box that works with family businesses all over Japan to deliver unique treats right to your doorstep every month.
I love Boxu so much. I haven't had this like subscription in years though. The last time that I had a Boxu subscription was I was like 17, 18 or something. And I don't know, like I think I got like 2 or 3 months, but I couldn't afford more than a bit, so I just had to cancel. I'm so sad because I really, really like books. Man. Okay.
Emirichu to get $15 off your first Boxu snack box.
Fuck!
Link will be in the description down below. Didas and I were visiting the UK as a nice little holiday to see friends after finishing 2 back-to-back conventions.
Just a little holiday, right?
And our first stop was London. Our friends had warned us that hotels in London were
really
bad.
Yes.
But I booked a place that had glowing reviews when I was hotel hunting. It looked really nice from the pictures, and a lot of people seemed to have really good things to say about it.
Wow, okay.
So imagine my surprise when we excitedly unlock our door, tired as hell from flying for 17 hours, and we walk into what looks like a windowless jail cell with a single bed. It looked nothing like the pictures. Why were there so many good reviews? Were that many people just lying about this hotel?
Damn.
Well, you know, as long as the beds are clean, we're really only going to use this place to sleep, right? We don't need a nice hotel room to enjoy London. But Sydney, upon seeing the picture of our room, was so appalled at how much of a blatant scam it was, said, "That's no way to start, England," and she and Garnt very kindly booked us a room at the hotel they had been staying at. It was much nicer, and their hotel breakfast was bomb.
Damn, that looks good!
Also, they ended up doing some online digging about our first hotel and let me know that a lot of the positive reviews were in fact fake.
Yeah.
So I was fooled.
That is true.
Okay, just a bumpy start to the trip. It should be smooth sailing from here. Next stop, Brighton. I booked another hotel for our one-night trip in Brighton, and this one was nice, spacious, cozy, and clean, and it had glowing reviews that I'm pretty sure were real. So we made ourselves comfy, watched some live-action One Piece, and tucked in for a night of blissful sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night, feeling a little restless, feeling itchy.
Yes!
I got up and stumbled into the bathroom and noticed there were a few itchy bites on my arm. There was another on my shoulder.
Yep.
Maybe a mosquito found its way into our room.
Bed bugs.
But then I saw it. A fresh bump on my back. Surely not. It can't be. There's no way. I checked the mattress when we got here.
Dude, I never, ever go to hotels. Ever. Whenever I travel, I always go to Airbnbs because in most cases, in Europe at least, Airbnbs are owned by actual fucking people that care about their goddamn house and the way that, you know, shit is washed and they're clean and stuff like that. Hotels, you don't know what they do with their shit, with their bedding and stuff like that. It's scary. It's terrifying. Like whenever I go to a motel or like the cheapest shit, you know what I do? I keep my fucking clothes or PJs on and I sleep on top of my jacket on the bed. I never use the sheets because I don't know what the fuck has been there. Dude, there might be piss, cum, shit. I don't fucking know. Bed bugs. Hell no. Nah. I could not.
And there it was.
I could not imagine. Wait, sorry, my battery.
Fresh drops of blood. Oh shit.
Oh my.
Hey, do you feel itchy anywhere at all?
No. Why?
I woke up and I have some bug bites.
Ew.
I think this bed might have the. That's right, dear viewer. Our hotel room had bed bugs. Bed bugs! Little did I know that this was just a taste of the bed bug epidemic that would soon ravage Europe.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the
bed
chills.
bugs are one of my biggest travel fears, so I started crying immediately.
Yeah,
I called
you're
up the
completely
hotel
right for
owner,
that.
Still freaking out, and he came over and refunded me on the spot and was super apologetic.
Oh my god.
There were no other rooms available for the night.
No!
So who was there to come to our rescue once again at 3 a.m? Sydney and Garnt. They had us leave our luggage and pajamas outside,
They're so
gave us a change of clothes, and had us
my...
sleep in their guest room for the rest of the night.
They're so based
but I couldn't
for that.
sleep. Because you want to know what's really fucked up about bed bugs? They inject you with an anesthetic when they bite you so that you don't feel it, which means you might not notice a bed bug bite hours or even days afterwards when it wears off. And I was starting to suddenly feel bites that I didn't notice before. And I was caught in a paranoid loop of wondering if I'd unknowingly brought them over to Garnt's place. I could never forgive myself if I did that. I kept checking the bed sheets.
If anything like this happened, I would have gone under the shower with the most hottest fucking temperature that my skin could possibly like take and just boil the living shit out of any type of bed bug that might be on me. Like, I would rather walk outside in my fucking undies naked, bro, than wearing the same clothes that I was wearing during the time when I was sleeping in the bed. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Fuck no.
My own body, every time I thought I felt something. But there was never anything.
Ugh.
And so the night passed and I didn't get a wink of sleep.
Oh.
These little bastards play some sick, twisted mind games with you. In the morning, we nuked all our clothes in the dryer and inspected the contents of our luggage. Still jet lagged, even more sleep deprived, and now horrified, we optimistically said, well,
can't get any worse than this.
This trip can only go up from here, right?
Yeah.
And for a while it did. We traveled to Oxford, ate some more delicious English breakfast, tried Sunday roast for We traveled to Oxford, ate some more
Okay, so who is the idiot that has given English food like a bad reputation? God, that looks so good. Why does it look so good? What the like, I know that this is insane. The amount of calories that this must be close to like 900. But still, British breakfasts kind of look bang, bro. They look fucking sick. Like, what?
Delicious English breakfast, tried Sunday roast for the first time.
I don't know about that. That kind of looks disgusting, honestly. Like, the meat is so...
Some classic fish and chips, and we got to meet some amazing people and make new friends and new memories. All good stuff, right? For our last day or so, we were back in Brighton. It was a cold, rainy, and windy day. Actually, to be honest, it was rainy and windy for most of the days we were in the UK, but it was extra windy today. We decided to head into town to get some last-minute shopping done, and before we left, Sydney asked if I could return an item for her at a store that happened to be in the same mall that we were headed to. I was like, I'd love to do this very simple task for you. You've already done so much to help us out during this trip. It's the least I could do. So she put the receipt in the bag and we ordered a taxi.
Blew away.
Right off the bat, as soon as we exited our taxi, we were assaulted by a nasty gust of wind. Frigid, piercing, the kind of wind that made you shut your eyes and fear that something was going to fly straight into them.
Was that
we should hurry and get inside the mall so we can return Sydney's... That's right, dear viewer. I lost the receipt not even a minute upon arrival.
That's the thing. Like, whenever I get receipts, I always put them inside my wallet because I'm too scared that I'm going to lose them. If they're, like, important receipts, I never keep them inside, like, bags and shit like that. Always in my wallet. Bro.
I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was living in the Mifuyu sketch. We checked and chased after every dirty stray receipt that came across our path. And none of them ended up being the receipt that got blown out of Sydney's shopping bag.
Oof.
Then I started getting into my own head a little too much. This is it. I'm a terrible friend. She's going to think I'm incompetent and stupid, and I can't even do this one simple thing without messing it up. She's never going to want to ask me to do anything ever again. I've been nothing but a burden and an inconvenience this whole trip, and I'll probably never be asked to come back again.
Hey, don't let it
The
get
worst
you down
thing is
so
that
much.
I would probably think that type of stuff too.
It ended up not being a big deal, but I still felt bad. The rest of the day went fine. We got some shopping done, tried some savory pastries from this place called Greg's. The receipt thing just felt like the final little hiccup to finish off our trip. But we'd be able to return home tomorrow. Surely there won't be any more problems. On our last day, we decided to get some burritos for lunch on our way to the airport.
Never!
Would you like some jalapenos?
No, thank you.
Would you like some jalapenos?
Yes.
Ditis got food poisoning.
You
like 2 hours before our flight.
Yes, don't.
It was like the
don't
UK
do that.
was giving...
No, but seriously, Tal, if you have flights, don't fucking eat out. Do not eat out. I would even recommend that you don't even eat the food inside of the plane. Bro, if you get food poisoning inside the plane, everyone will have food poisoning inside the plane. So every single person will just be sitting there vomiting on each other's fucking laps, bro. Don't. And on top of that, like, if you know that you're gonna be traveling for a shit ton of time, make sure that you eat at home. Make sure that you eat in an area or like place that you've eaten before so that you know that the food is gonna be safe. Don't do that. I've had this happen where I fucking ate food right before a flight and I was food poisoned and I was throwing up everywhere, on my jacket, in the toilet, on the fucking like road. We were on the way from like Romania, right? I was in Romania and like we were going to a restaurant and fucking Chubby had to stop the car so that I could get out and throw up again. Dude, I throw up everywhere. Don't eat before you travel, please. It's so bad for you. It's
us one final middle finger as a souvenir. I'm pretty sure he got it from the jalapenos, and ironically, I've been avoiding fast food jalapenos for years because I'd also gotten food poisoning from them once upon a time. So this sort of reaffirmed my aversion to them. But it was okay. We laughed off our bad luck in between Didas' countless pooping breaks.
I'm so sorry,
just
Didas.
the cherry on top. And then our flight got delayed, which meant we wouldn't be able to make it to our connecting flight in Dubai, which happened to be the last flight to Tokyo of the day, which meant we had to have an extra connecting flight added to our itinerary, which meant we had to get on 3 separate flights to get home, which totaled to 18 hours of flying, not including the layover time, while Didas had food poisoning. Now, normally I don't mind flight delays all that much because I know there's nothing I can really do about them, but it's significantly more stressful when your travel partner is one bad turbulence bump away from pooping himself.
Yeah.
We thought, wow, it really can't get much worse than this. This must be the cherry on top, but at least we're homeward bound. And then the actual worst thing happened.
What?
At the beginning of our second flight, we received news of a very sudden and unexpected loss. Obviously, I'm not going to go into any personal details, but as you can probably imagine, it was a genuine shock. It was as if the universe had decided to challenge our unwavering optimism. And instead of just another cherry on top, it gave us a whole sundae made of just cherries. We just sat with this knowledge for the rest of the flight, trying to process it the best we could in between the layovers and the skies, and the remaining 12 hours felt like an eternity. And suddenly, the food poisoning, bed bugs, and various other travel mishaps we went through now felt like nothing. Insignificant. Minor inconveniences that really didn't matter. And even when we finally made it home, we couldn't even really feel relieved. just kind of exhausted, to be honest.
Damn.
And for the record, we're doing okay now after taking some time off, so no need to worry. But I think it goes without saying, I still don't like traveling.
Yeah.
I really don't want to end this video on a super depressing note.
That
and I don't
sounds
want the comment section
traumatizing
to get
as
too
fuck, though.
serious. So I invite you to tell me about your worst travel experience in the comments.
My worst
Initially,
was
I started scripting this video
nothing.
right after the bedbug incident, and that was going to be my short little Halloween video just about the bedbugs.
And then it
Things
just got worse
kept
and
happening.
worse.
And to be honest, I debated whether or not I should even include that last part in the
Damn.
video. But out of everything, it was the most impactful part for us when I recalled the whole trip. So I thought it would be remiss to not at least mention it. Moral of the story is, don't go to the UK. I'm just kidding. Kidding. I'm definitely going to be back at some point.
I kind of agree.
The real moral of the story is, don't eat fast food jalapenos.
Good moral of the story.